So now we are moving on to the next country, which is the United States of America. I'm sure many of us would have heard a lot about this country. So now, what do we need to know? See, the United States of America has 50 states. See, the total number of states are 50, the United States. So that is something that you need to know. Then, look at the next point. It is the third most populous country in the world. So, like I told you, in population. So, population wise, the United States of America is the third largest. So, here they are classifying it based on the population. What did we learn about Canada? It is the second largest country in the world in terms of area. So that, if you look at the map, you will be able to say. But population wise, the USA is the third largest. So, the third most populous. Now, moving on to the national capital. So, do you remember what was the capital of Canada? Yes, it was Ottawa. Here, for the United States, the capital is Washington DC. So, you must have heard this name also very commonly. The most populous city. So, I told you it is the third most populous country in the world. So, in this country, within the country, which is the most populous city? It is New York City. So, that you need to know. Moving on to the next point, the Statue of Liberty. Yes, you all must have heard about the Statue of Liberty. So, this amazing monument is also in the United States of America. Then, moving on to the climate. So, what do we know about the climate of North America? You will be surprised to know that the climate varies from deserts to ice zones. So, within this country, you have deserts, you have ice zones as well. So, from deserts to ice zones. So, there is a large variation in the climate. Now, the longest river in North America is the Missouri River. So, this is also some general knowledge that you will need. The national bird here is the bald eagle. So, you can see this as their symbol, the bald eagle. And then the world's largest, so not just the largest in this country, the world's largest freshwater lake is also present here. So, there are a lot of largest and most populous things here. So, once again, the United States of America. So, how many states do they have? They have a total of 50 states. So, that you need to remember. And then, it is the third most populous country. And then, within the country, which is the most populous city? It is New York City. What is the capital? Though New York City is the most populous, the capital is Washington DC. Then the Statue of Liberty is a main attraction here. So, the Statue of Liberty is also present in the USA. It is in New Jersey. Then, about the climate, yes, the climate varies. You have deserts and ice zones as well. So, everything in between is present here. Then, the longest river is the Missouri River and the national bird is the bald eagle. Finally, like I told you, Lake Superior. So, remember the name, Lake Superior. It is the world's largest freshwater lake and this is present in the United States of America. So, where is this country? It is here, this pink region. So, Alaska also belongs to the USA. So, now we have learnt about two different countries in North America. We have learnt about Canada and now about the United States of America. So, I am sure this would be useful for you because we need to know certain things in general about the world around us. So are you ready to move on to the next country? So now moving on to the southern part of North America. So what do we have here? We have Mexico. So Mexico forms the southern portion of North America. So within North America, the southern portion is Mexico. So what can we learn about this country? So the capital and the largest city. So the capital as well as the largest city is Mexico City. See, it is not only the capital, it is also the largest city in Mexico. So this will be quite easy for you to remember because the name of the capital and the country is the same. Then the national language here is Spanish. So unlike in the United States, here the national language is Spanish. So that is about Mexico. Moving on to these islands here. So the Caribbean is a region that comprises the Caribbean Sea, its surrounding coasts and islands. So there are three things here. The Caribbean is a region. Okay, it is not a country, it is a region where you have the Caribbean Sea, the surrounding coasts and the islands. So that you need to know. So we have now learnt about Mexico and a little bit about the islands here. So overall, if you look at the whole country of North America, it covers all major biomes. So you have aquatic regions, then you have grassland, forests, desert and the tundra region. So the tundra is the ice region, the ice zones. So you have all these major biomes within this one continent. So like I told you, it has a variation in the climate. So in the same continent you find deserts as well as ice zones. So that is one speciality of this continent. Now the Wood Buffalo National Park. So this is the name of a national park situated in Canada. So this national park is so large that it is about the size of Switzerland. So one national park in Canada, the Wood Buffalo National Park, is almost the size of the whole country of Switzerland. Then the Isthmus of Panama. So that is this region here. It connects North America and South America. So this connecting region is the Isthmus of Panama. So you must have heard about the Panama Canal. So what is a canal? It is a region that is where the ships can go. So this canal here, it is man-made. That is, it is not artificial. It is not natural. It is man-made. So here we created a canal because if not for that canal, the ships that are going, instead of going this way, they would have to go all the way around. So to reduce that distance, to save on time, we have created a canal here that is called the Panama Canal. So remember the name, the Isthmus of Panama is this region and the canal created is the Panama Canal. So it is the narrow path of North America and it connects North America and South America. So it is the connecting point. It connects North America and South America. So once again, what did we learn about Mexico? So it is in the southern part of North America. So North America, the southern part is Mexico. The capital and the largest city is Mexico City. So it is the same as the name of the country. Then the national language they speak is Spanish. So what is the national language, the official language of the United States of America? So although most of them speak English, they do not have an official language. So in the United States, there is no official language. Majority of the people speak English, but officially there is no official language. In Mexico, however, the national language is Spanish. Don't forget that. Then we moved on to the islands here. This region is called the Caribbean. It is not a country, it is a region, and it comprises of the Caribbean Sea and then the coast and the islands in that region. So it is sort of a region which is called the Caribbean. Now, overall, when we talk about the biomes, so in North America, within this continent, you can find all the major biomes. See, aquatic. So you have aquatic, grassland, forests, deserts. See, forest and desert may look like two completely opposites, right? But within this region, you have forests, you have deserts, you even have the tundra region. That is, see, the northern part will be the ice zones because it is cooler there. So, the tundra region. And then, an interesting thing here is the national park. Do you remember the name? It is the Wood Buffalo National Park. So this one national park in Canada is almost the size of the whole country of Switzerland. Just imagine how big that must be. And then about the Isthmus of Panama. This connects the North America and South America. The connecting point is the isthmus. It is a narrow path. And I told you about the Panama Canal. So you must have heard this name, but let me tell you what it is. It is a man-made canal. It is not there naturally because the shipping routes, that is, for a ship to pass from this end to this end, if not for this canal, they have to go all this way. So to reduce this distance, a man-made canal here, which is called the Panama Canal, so the ships can easily pass through. So this saves us a lot of time. So now I hope you have gained some knowledge, that is just the general basic things about this continent of North America. One more important thing here is that they have around 6 time zones. So we will learn more about time zones later. I will tell you. We have 24 time zones in total. So we will learn more about that. But to know about North America, we have 6 time zones. So I hope you gained sufficient knowledge about this continent of North America.
Pebbles CBSE Board Syllabus.